Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mindful and Mellow. Today, we're going to do a tarot card reading. We're going to use the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. We're going to ask the tarot for insights into what you're leaving behind and what you're moving towards, and we'll ask for advice. We will also use the Angel Whispers Oracle cards for an affirmation and a new applicable number. And then we can also use either the Clarifying Life Situations deck, and maybe we'll use the Life Purpose deck as well. So we'll kind of pull in some of the oracle cards for additional insights. So let's jump right into it here. As always, if there's any perceived nudity on these cards, you know how the illustrations are. They won't upload into social media, so I tend to cover those with Splendor packets. So first we'll ask, what are you moving away from? So we have the Moon. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, I kind of like that. And one more. We have the Empress. Okay, so this is what are you moving away from? You're moving away from it. What are you moving towards? We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. And we have the Eight of Swords. And then in the area of the advice, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. All right, so two aces right in a row. I like this. In the advice. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So some good pentacle energy in the advice column. So let's kind of start what you're moving away from. I feel like you're moving away from something that had been either discreet and kind of hidden and not serving you well, okay? So the Moon is something that's hidden, something that we can't see, and maybe something coming to light. You might have learned that somebody had been deceiving you, or somebody had been, I do feel like with this, there's some sort of a deception, okay? So maybe you're moving away from something where, you know, something wasn't profitable, or somebody was taking advantage of you financially, or, you know, somebody was possibly like, I'm getting like skimming on the top. So if you own your own business or something like that, or, you know, you might not have been getting paid what you're worth, too, is kind of what I'm getting here. So the Seven of Swords is about, it's strategy too, but with this, with the Moon, I feel like this is something a little bit like you were missing it, or you were losing money on something and it wasn't as profitable as you thought it would be. Could also be like somebody wasn't paying you what you're worth as far as your services are concerned, either at a job or in like your business or side gig, whatever it might be. Or somebody might have been stealing money from you, money laundering kind of thing, or, you know, sort of skimming off the top is kind of like the term that comes to my mind. So I do feel like this has come to light, and you might have, like, you're leaving this. So it's certainly a good thing. You certainly want to be, leaving that behind, in whatever way this applies to you. I do feel like, you caught it in time, and whatever's happening here is like the Empress is all about abundance and being attractive. So, I mean, you probably, it might not significantly impact you in terms of like finances or whatever, but if you were or you think you could be a victim of this, I mean, I think the Empress is saying that, the Empress is attracting everything she wants and desires, and she's abundant and fulfilled. So I do feel like from that standpoint, like there may not be a significant impact to you beyond the destruction and trust that we might feel, right? If we learn somebody is kind of taking advantage of us, and they might know that, or they're doing so deliberately, that can certainly erode trust and create kind of like hurt feelings, but also, additional concerns too, right? Just on something on that front. So, something to kind of keep in mind there. But yeah, really interesting. But again, moving away from it. So I do feel like whatever this is, and also with the Empress coming in the third place, this is coming out strong, and this is also about kind of putting yourself in a great position to move forward. So when we talk about what you're heading towards, it doesn't look overall wonderful. However, because of the Five of Pentacles, but Five of Pentacles could also just be a change in income, a change. You're probably recovering from this particular loss. So, whatever the case might be, it might not have worked out well for you, but you are recovering from it. You're moving on, and and it's a change, and it could be a good change for you. And it might leave you for a little bit kind of feeling, I do feel like you're going through a phase where, although you're abundant and you're as attractive and attracting the opportunities and the business and everything and whatever you want, you are moving into a phase where you might be a little bit more introspective with this the Eight of Swords, and maybe up in your head, and certainly with the Hanged Man, kind of looking at something and considering it from a different point of view. Okay, so this could be like around, like I said, around a change of the Five of Pentacles. So you might be, considering something new, and it would be a change in your life and a change in like what you do and how you do it. So it could be a change in like your business model or a change in a career. Certainly, like if you feel like you've been cheated by somebody, either at a job or in your own business, you might consider that particular change and viewing something that you hadn't done before in a new light. And so that might be kind of like what's represented here. So something to certainly keep in mind, but this is a lot of introspection, a lot of thought, and a significant change. Okay? Now, in the advice is very positive, right? So this would tell me that there is a new opportunity, or there's something that might be offered to you. This is encouraging you to take the opportunity, to seize the opportunity and run with it. It's going to bring tremendous positive emotion, and and your cup will be overflowing, and the excitement you're going to feel, but also maybe like this could be where you meet some individuals with whom you develop a solid relationship with. Now that could be romantic, but it could also just be in the work front as well, right? These might be people that really light you up, really kind of challenge you, and with whom you work well and do things, and collaborate with effectively, okay? So, like I said, the Ace of Pentacles is definitely an opportunity there, and I do feel like with this Hanged Man, you might be looking at something seeing an opportunity or reconsidering an opportunity that had been previously presented to you that might not have been as attractive as it is today, but you're definitely kind of looking at it in this new light. And so the advice is definitely encouraging you to take it and move with it, okay? I do feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, there is a suggestion here that, this will take you might want to really kind of hone that particular craft. It's going to be a new opportunity. You're going to need to maybe have your nose to the grindstone is what comes down to me. But I feel like you're going to really enjoy doing this, and that's highlighted by the Ace of Cups. You're going to really enjoy what you're doing, so it's not going to feel like work to the same degree if you absolutely hated it, right? This is going to feel like something that comes naturally to you, something that really excites you, motivates you, and so when you're absorbed into it and you focus, you're really going to make a tremendous difference and to get a lot done. Okay, so the eight of Pentacles here is all about kind of honing that craft, building that subject matter expertise, having that subject matter expertise, and really having a solid skill. And this could be also some sort of a skill that you already have, but there's a new opportunity or a way to employ and use that skill to earn new income, or go down a different path in life. And again, it's going to be tremendously fulfilling and emotionally fulfilling as well. So I do feel like you're moving in the right direction. This is certainly good to see. The advice column is suggesting, whatever you're reconsidering, jump on it. Whatever's happened in the past, we're moving away from that, okay? You're moving away. Let's pull an Angel Whisper card. And let's see what comes up here. I'm just going to cut the deck. All right. So we have 911, Courage. A doorway has opened for you, and while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. And the affirmation that we should repeat to ourselves is, I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. All right, I really like that, and I really feel like that aligns very nicely with this. The Hanged Man, kind of considering something, viewing something from a brand new, a new lens, through a new lens, and then these two aces. Okay, so this is definitely the doorway that is opened. Okay, so there's a doorway opening. What is it? What is this doorway that's opening? So let's gonna put this right here. Let's use a Life Purpose Oracle card. A Life Purpose Oracle card. Okay. Sometimes these don't want to come out of the boxes if they come in, but I want to keep them in the boxes because, keeps them in good shape. Okay, so let's see here. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So whatever you're working on, keep going down that path of exploration. You might be seeing something from a new trail. and you might be jumping on an opportunity, and this is reassurance that you're going down the right path. And then lastly, let's use the clarifying life situations. Let's clarify where we're going. Okay, so let me put this up here. Let's see if we can clarify what's going on here in this middle column. What does the oracle say about this? All right, so on this side we have on the mend. Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. All right, so maybe this is like whatever has been going on here, deception or whatever, could be also around a romantic relationship or a partnership in a business too, and maybe it's both, right? And so this is telling me you're on the mend. Okay, so this is kind of like aligning. You can see he's wounded here, but he's getting better and he's being consoled. So, and and fives represent change, so you're moving into a better spot. So this certainly aligns with like on the mend, being compassionate and kind to yourself. So remember, the advice that I'm kind of getting with this is don't beat yourself up over experiences that you might have had that may not have been ideal. Okay, remember. They're just experiences, and that we can certainly learn something from them and move on, okay? They don't define you. You give everything in your experience, everything in your reality. Only you can give it meaning, okay? So that's an important thing to remember. I think David Bayer was saying that in one of his videos that I was recently watching on YouTube. So something to certainly keep in mind. Let's see what the other side says. Getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements one step at a time. So, I really love this. I really like this hand holding this heart too. So with that, I thank you for being here, and we'll be back again real soon.